Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day. Well, I'm making country cornbread for two. And it's country cornbread because there's no sugar in this. And this is the way uh, we had cornbread when I was growing up all the time. The sugar cornbread was more of a city cornbread for city folks. Anyway, it's so easy to make. Let me show you how. I'm going to use a number 4 Lodge skillet. It's only 6 inches wide. And that's why this is just for two, or even just for one. And you want to get some heat going underneath this small skillet. We want to get it nice and hot. All right? Then we've got a mixing bowl, and we're going to use this simple self-rising yellow cornmeal mix. This is what makes it so easy. Everything you need practically is in here in the right proportions. Just going to use 1 cup of this mix. I hope things are going well for you. I appreciate you watching my videos and sharing my videos, and I hope you can do that. And of course, I hope you like the videos. And then I'm going to add a dash of salt. And this is personal preference. If you don't like much salt, well, of course, leave that out. You can give that a quick stir. And then there's just a couple of other ingredients. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, or you could use cooking oil. And then 1 large egg. Okay. And then finally, about a ½ cup of milk. And you just kind of have to mix it together until you get the right consistency, because eggs are different sizes, but it's a pretty forgiving recipe. And so we just kind of stir this together until everything gets nice and wet. And the batter's really thick. You see that? I'm going to thin it out just a touch, but actually it's a much thicker batter than maybe what you're used to. So we'll stir that in. And you see how thick that is? Well, that's the way I like it, and it'll turn out just right. And so now that skillet has gotten nice and hot, and I'm going to put in 2 to 3 teaspoons of bacon grease. If you don't have bacon grease, you can use cooking oil, but this adds such wonderful flavor. And I'm going to let this just melt off. Give it just a moment. That skillet's pretty hot. And once it melts, I'm going to pour off some of this bacon grease back into the container. Don't need it all. Leave just a little bit in the skillet. There we go. And then put the batter in. The country cornbread. Do you like cornbread? Oh, it's wonderful. We grew up eating cornbread. And you can see how thick that is. And then we just want to just spread it out. And it doesn't have to be perfect on top. Now, if you like it nice and smooth, you can make the batter a little thinner, and it'll flatten out, I suppose. But this is just right. Go ahead and turn that heat off, and I've got the toaster oven preheated, and I've got the temperature and times for both the toaster oven and the regular oven there on the screen. You can see that. And now I'm going to get some pinto beans ready, and I'm just going to use a can of pinto beans, a 16-ounce can. Of course, homemade beans would be better, but I don't have the time to do all that. I'm making this for my lunch, and so this can of pinto beans will be great. And you can already see that I have a special ingredient that I like to add the flavor and bump it up, boost the flavor, and that's using sliced pepperoni. And so anyway, we'll get this warming up. Just simple and straightforward, a can of pinto beans. And I'm going to use about 10 to 15 pepperoni slices. I don't want the beans to taste like pepperoni. In other words, when I taste it, I don't want you to think, well, oh, that tastes like pepperoni. No, you just want to put enough in to add a little extra flavor boost. And these do it very well. So just a few of them, 10 or 15. Of course, if you want to increase the pepperoni flavor, you can put more in. But I find this is simpler than opening a whole package of sausage or something when I'm just making enough for me. And we'll stir that in and let that come to a nice simmer so that all of those flavors come together. Okay, the cornbread's ready, and it turned out just right. I'm going to add a little black pepper as well to the beans, my personal preference. Now we'll slice this cornbread up. Like I said, I do appreciate you watching my videos, and I hope you browse my channel and look at all the other cooking videos that I have available. Over 300, all kinds of bread and just all sorts of things. So if you haven't had a chance to browse through my channel, I want to encourage you to do that. Well, let's see, this turned out just fine. It's coming up, didn't stick. Bottom looks nice. And this is the way I like to make mine. I put a piece of cornbread down in the bowl and kind of break it up, and then I'm going to put the beans on top of that, and so have cornbread in with the beans, as well as enjoy a piece on top to hold in my hand. And so here are the beans made with the pepperoni. Put this in. Well, I like the juice in there, and I don't know why I'm doing it this way, because hey, I'm going to put them all in. So just go ahead and pour the entire amount in. So that's 1 can of beans. Now, while this cornbread is still steaming hot, I'm going to butter the rest of these pieces. Okay. And one other little touch for my lunch, and that's some jalapeno pepper slices. And of course, this is just what I like. If you make this, make it the way you like it. Just right. Yeah. All right, let me give this a quick taste. I know it's delicious. I've had this many, many times. Oh yeah. Very, very good. And let's take a look at this cornbread. I mean, that's really what this video is all about. Beautiful and delicious country style cornbread made without sugar. But if you do want something for dessert, you can use this cornbread, and this is what I'm having for dessert, that buttered cornbread with honey on top. Just like that. It makes a wonderful dessert. A sweet ending to this cornbread video. Anyway, that's how you make it. I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.